light of the ongoing and escalating conflict between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces in various regions of the Amhara region, we have gathered the most recent reports from multiple sources to provide you with a comprehensive overview of the current situation. As of the latest updates, fierce confrontations continue to unfold in several areas of the Amhara region, including Alala, Yemlo Kola, Berha Selassie, Berkitu, Karalagoma, Feridaweha, Falema, Badier, Meskel Bia, Gadelo, Yimlo, Mahalu Zaigeba, Bia Gibi, and Sengogebia, particularly in Ataya County, located in northern Shua. The conflict involves intense fighting between Fano forces, ENDF soldiers, Amhara militias, and Amhara police. Reports indicate that heavy weaponry is being employed by both sides, with Fano forces reportedly gaining control over several strategic locations. The intensity of the clashes remains high, and the situation is dynamic. Recent reports suggest that the Amhara Fano forces achieved a significant victory by gaining control of Debre Birhan city, situated in northern Shua. Debre Birhan, being the capital of North Shua and located on the A2 highway approximately 120 kilometers away from the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa, holds strategic importance. Ongoing fighting has been reported in various parts of the city as the ENDF, Oromo Region Police, Amhara militias, and Amhara police strive to reclaim control. The Amhara Fano soldiers remain present in the city, asserting their dominance, and claim that the ENDF has suffered substantial losses, with several soldiers reported killed and wounded. Responding to the gravity of the situation in Debre Birhan city, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has reportedly taken decisive measures by dispatching Oromo region forces as reinforcements. This strategic move aims to counteract the momentum gained by Fano forces and to wrest control of the city from their grip. The updates emanating from Debre Birhan city paint a grim picture of the toll exacted by this protracted conflict. Shockingly, reports indicate that 10 Amhara militias, including district and county leaders, have met their demise. Among the fallen, one leader is identified as having affiliations with Gorgor town of Ankoba district, underscoring the far-reaching impact of the conflict on both local and regional leadership structures. The situation in Seladingay, situated in northern Shua, reports indicate that the intensity of the conflict has persisted for a second consecutive day. The battleground is marred by the echoes of intense clashes, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and chaos. Disturbingly, the latest updates also bring forth news of heavy losses, underscoring the toll this protracted conflict is exacting on both sides. Moving to McCoy and Ansokia Gemza in northern Shua, the theater of war is marked by ferocious engagements between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces. According to reports, Fano forces claim that the ENDF has suffered significant casualties, emphasizing the severity of the clashes and the high stakes involved in this ongoing struggle for control. The conflict extends its grip into the northern Wello region, encompassing Delanta, Hamusit, Tsehai Mucha, and Anbesa Maseria. Disturbingly, the intensity of the fighting has extended into a second day, with both warring factions experiencing heavy losses. The persistence of the conflict signals the profound challenges inherent in reaching a resolution, and the toll on human lives and resources continues to mount. In Tabat Madaria, Ki Afa, and Golu River, Wurgeza, situated in northern Wello, the latest updates report a tragic toll on civilians. Shockingly, 5 Amhara civilians have lost their lives in the crossfire, highlighting the devastating impact of the conflict on innocent bystanders caught in the midst of the chaos. Meanwhile, in Shefe Menda and Kobo, also situated in northern Wello, A distressing incident unfolds as Fano forces execute a strategic ambush on two trucks carrying the Ethiopian National Defense Forces. The outcome is tragic, with several ENDF soldiers losing their lives and military vehicles being destroyed in the attack. This incident underscores the fluid and unpredictable nature of the conflict, where strategic moves and counter-moves contribute to the complexity of the situation on the ground. Meanwhile, the conflict narrative takes a dramatic turn in Bure Town, Mankusa Town, and Fenota Salam Town. Following a fierce and protracted clash between the Ethiopian National Defense Forces, ENDF, and Amhara Fano forces, the latest reports indicate a significant shift in power dynamics. Amhara Fano, emerging victorious, has asserted control over these strategic towns. This development carries profound implications for the local populace and the broader geopolitical landscape, underscoring the dynamic and volatile nature of the ongoing struggle for dominance. In a related development, the spectre of conflict looms large in North Wollo, particularly in the Wurgiza area. Reports suggest that government troops have unleashed a barrage of artillery and other weapons, indiscriminately affecting rural communities. This approach reflects the intensification and expansion of the conflict, with repercussions extending far beyond the immediate battlegrounds. The ripple effects of the conflict are also felt in Gondar and Gojam, where reports of continued fighting underscore the geographic breadth and complexity of the crisis. The geographical spread of the conflict raises concerns about the displacement of communities, disruptions to livelihoods, and the deepening humanitarian impact on an already vulnerable population. Adding a sinister layer to the unfolding narrative, the latest updates reveal distressing incidents perpetrated by Abiy regime forces. In a harrowing turn of events near Bichena town of Eneme Wareda in the East Gojam zone of the Amhara region, regime forces are reported to have killed a deacon and a religious student at St. Kaidain Mihret Church. This egregious act underscores the far-reaching consequences of the conflict, transcending the purely military dimension to impact the cultural and religious fabric of the affected communities. Tragically, the following day witnessed another brutal incident in Debre town, Inajenaga Wareda, where regime forces reportedly executed two civilians on the streets. These incidents underscore the urgent need for a comprehensive and humane approach to addressing the crisis, highlighting the importance of safeguarding the fundamental rights and safety of the civilian population caught in the crossfire.